Hey guys and gals, how's it going? It's Spearfield7. Today we are going to be talking a little bit about how to find some success in my park and neighborhood, especially if you've been struggling, or you're a new player, or you've been new to the series after, some time away. I know there are going to be people who watch this video and go, I know everything about basketball already, there's nothing you could possibly tell me in this video that I don't know already, but I gotta say, when I do play my park, when I do play neighborhood, I'm trying to play basketball and I see a lot of problems and a lot of confusion and a lot of people who really don't know what they're talking about or doing on a damn basketball court. So I'm just trying to drop a little bit of knowledge, drop a little advice, some tips that might help you find a little bit more success. I mean, after all, we're out here trying to create forest fires on the park. I don't know about y'all. I don't like going on 1 or 2 streaks. So the gameplay that we're showing in the background is a nice solid 12 or 13 streak. I was playing with a buddy of mine and a random who absolutely 100% knew what the hell he was doing on the basketball court. I found out he was kind of a pro-am player and I could really understand why. He really actually plays like a basketball player and we had so much success. It was just smooth as silk. So this video hopefully is to help you a little bit. And if you do like the video, please remember to rate and subscribe. It helps the channel out. I really appreciate all the added support with my 2K videos coming out recently. So just jumping right into it, this one is something that you're probably not going to have much impact or choice in the matter, especially if you're a solo player playing with randoms, but team balancing is so important when you are playing in neighborhood. I see a lot of squads that are particularly made up of sharp shooting guards or point guards. They have no bigs, they have no opportunity to get rebounds, and that puts a ton of stress on your shooting percentage. If you're not hitting your shot, you're going to have a very hard time getting rebounds, and you're going to be giving up easy baskets on the other end. So it's very, very super important that you find team balances that work out for your character and your particular play style. Me, I'm a point guard, I'm a pure slasher, and I play like a pure slasher. And basically, I understand that my role as a point guard is to distribute the ball first and then find open looks for myself or opportunities to slash the paint and get some nice easy dunks, easy layup. All I got to do is drive the lane, and once I get a dunk or two, I've already kind of broken the defense a little bit because they're going to be thinking about me driving, and most of the time I can kick it out to my boys on the 3-point line for easy buckets, easy threes. So I was a pure slasher. My friend is a pure sharpshooter. He's strictly about threes. He knows what his player is supposed to be doing. I could rely on him 100% to kick the ball out to him, splash a three, and we're out here just, running up the wins like nobody's business. The other guy was also a pure shooter with some rebounding ability. But basically, yeah, if you don't have a good balance in your team, if you don't have a center in your threes set up, I need to make a video about centers. I do think centers, still are the most overpowered position in the game, as they should be, I guess, in real life, but there are so many stretch fives out here just bombing like half-court threes. I never understood why that's like that. Karl Towns and Boogie are probably the only players who could actually hit reliable threes in an NBA game. But that's beside the point. Let's get back into it and go to the next thing. Next thing is positioning is so important. How you are moving in rhythm as a team on the court. I mentioned in my last video, it's very funny sometimes because it seems like players literally are using the entire court. They're running in circles. There seems to be no path or rhyme or reason to their movements, and so what happens is it leads to a lot of traffic jams, a lot of steals that could have been prevented. You're bumping into bodies and you drop the ball and it's a fast break on the other end. For point guards, I know what I need to be doing. I already have the icon pass up when I'm coming down the court. I understand that I kick it out to a wing, and then your choices as a point guard are as follows. You drive straight into a direct straight line down the paint to the hoop. If they don't pass it to you, then you turn left or right and flush out to the wing, which then opens up a lane for the person that you just passed the ball to on the wing. So they can drive the lane and they don't have to worry about bumping into you constantly. But the flow of our passes in this game were really impressive. I was really happy with how this turned out. And as a point guard, it just worked out really well that way. And sometimes I would drive the lane. Eventually they would be like, oh, all he does is pass, he doesn't shoot. And I would just drive the lane for uncontested dunks or contact dunks. My my guy's got a crazy vertical. He can dunk just about on anybody in the damn game. And actually, I linked the player build down in the description below if you'd like to see my character. It's a little bit unorthodox, but my guy plays really like a small forward. He's out there getting, you know, an average of like 5-6 boards a game. He's good for assists. He's good for dunks, he's good for reliable layups, and he's got some wheels on defense. So I love that character build. I hope you guys check it out if you're interested. But the positioning is so important, and when you're running around like a chicken with your head cut off, it's going to lead to a lot of problems. So if you're a shooting guard, you should be staying in the wings, and you should be trying to keep out of the paint so that you can make room for the power forwards and the centers to grab boards and blocks and inside play. So many players who are point guards and shooting guards are playing out of position. They are going down into the paint, they're trying to fight for rebounds, and it just doesn't work out that way. This game is balanced towards whatever your position is. So if you're a point guard, make your move to the hoop or kick it out, but get out of people's lanes and don't play defense on your own teammates. And that's how you're going to continue to move the ball in a fluid kind of circular pattern on the wings, on the inside, and it's very easy to capitalize on mistakes. Honestly, when you make 2 or 3 passes, the defense will usually break down. It's really kind of funny how in this game, you know, when you hold on to the ball and you get in the paint, suddenly you get double teamed for reasons I never understood. And so I guess getting into the defense aspect of this game, stick to your man. Just stick to your man. That's all you need to do. Even when you see a teammate get beat, most of the time the teammates are fast enough. They are going to catch up. They're going to be able to contest the shot properly. There are very rare occasions where you're actually going to have to play help defense and take over a guy's man, particularly if that man got tied up on a screen or something. Screens are really super powerful, so if somebody sets a screen on you, it's going to take you a while to get your footing back and to catch up with whoever's handling the ball at the time. So I understand that, but you would not believe how many people, they just do not have the patience. The most important part of playing defense in this game is to have patience. When somebody has a ball next to the hoop, it doesn't mean automatically that they're going to be shooting. And when you hit triangle to go for a block, once again, it adds like a really tremendous delay. So patience is the most important thing. Don't always have the inclination to play help defense, especially when it's not necessary. You're going to be able to learn through practice, through repetition of playing the game. When are the good windows to actually sell out? Most people out here are on that Tap Square Nation shit. You know, they're trying to go for strips and steals. And once again, if you are one of those people, you should chill out. I find that most of my success is when I'm trailing somebody who's running down the court, and you just kind of bump into their ball handling arm, and they tend to drop the ball right at their feet, and you can pick it up and steal it, basically. Another thing is to go for steals when people are trying to do crossovers or size ups in front of their legs in front of you. So many people, they're smart enough to stick their back to you to kind of post you up, and the amount of fouls that I see constantly in this game are just kind of ridiculous. You're not always going to get steals, and while you don't foul out in the game, it can really break a rhythm for your team on defense. What I really enjoyed about this clip is both More Interesting and the other guy were both playing incredible defense. They were on their man. They didn't really sell out on help defense. We built a trust. It was immediate. It was very clear, and that we didn't have to worry about other people's man. We didn't know that people were open. On the other hand, we went on an incredible tear with teams who collapse way too hard on the ball handler. There seems to be a disconnect, and people play it like my career, which I understand. I do this too when I play my career. The ball handler who gets the pass in, you're automatically down there trying to get steals from him and stuff. But if that's not your man, you are just fucking up the entire defensive setup to try to stop these offenses. And basically, like I said earlier, if you make 2 to 3 crisp, solid passes to open players, it completely breaks the defense down, and sooner or later 2 or 3 guys are covering the ball handler, and you got 2 guys out here that are just wide open and just raring to go for easy threes. So that's all I got, guys. I would invite you to rate and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below, share some observations of things that you see, mistakes that people make kind of constantly, so that we can really kind of educate and inform and, you know, kind of throw some tips and advice at one another. There really truly is a way to crack the game, and I think that I'm really starting to get close with this pure slasher. I've been having so much luck luck on my part, and it's by making very, very simple, straightforward basketball decisions that a lot of people aren't making. They're more concerned about buying their big baller brand t-shirts than actually playing basketball. So in this video, we talked a little bit about team balancing, positioning, defense, and I think all three of those are very crucial elements to the anatomy of a win streak. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope maybe it offered you a little bit of insight or a little bit of information that you didn't know already. I'm going to be back with more. Until next time, this is Spearfield 7. See you later.